After all parts are meshed, we can reflect the model to finalize the design. In order to do that, please go to Mesh tab, click Reflect Element. Now we can select all elements which we would like to reflect. We can highlight them. Select if we want to reflect also geometry. And set up the reflection line. Then we can reflect it also into another direction. And our structure is ready. In order to connect reflected parts, we have to use Coincident nodes command, which will merge the double nodes on our connection lines. We can preview which nodes are going to be merged. Click Done. Okay. Now the mesh model is finalized. The next step would be to add the boundary conditions such as constraints, FEM and FEM loads. Let's add constraints. We can select nodal, select corner, and use fixed constraints. The last step in our tutorial will be to create loads. We can apply wind to certain part of the model. I would like to apply it to all beam properties. We can select height and pressure of our wind load. Here on top, user can select the direction. Now we can copy wind and apply it same value in other direction. Now we can add also side acceleration. And our loads are applied. I can switch off because let's see which of the loads. The next step of the tutorial is to create job, individual loads, load sets, load groups, and calculate the model. In order to do that, please go to Job in model tree on the left-hand side. Right-click on individual loads and click Add. Here, user can select all the FEM loads and constrain, combine them into individual loads. As you can see, all individual loads are created in model tree. The next step is to create load combinations. We can do it manually by create multiple and add amount of load sets, or we can do it also as predefined load case. Here, user can select a standard, category of the load, and by pressing OK button, SDC will create all the necessary load combinations, which can be also previewed here in the load set. As you can see, SDC applied all necessary safety factors. The next step is to create load groups. Here we can select all the load sets which you would like to see in envelope results. Then, in order to calculate the model, right-click on Job and click Analyze. Status monitor can be closed on the top ribbon of SDC. Now, in order to preview the results, right-click on the individual load set or envelope load group for which result you would like to preview. I would like to see my contour plot for envelope load sets. Choose category, selection of the model, and press the button to preview the result. As you can see, the results are presented in the model window. After the model is calculated, we can add Eurocode-free standard or beam check. In order to do that, please go to Standard tab, choose standard which you would like to add, fill all the details, and approve by OK. Then, in order to preview the results of the check, choose check which you would like to see, right-click, and create table or contour plot. Here we need to choose load condition, type of table, and selection. After pressing Fill the table, SDC will calculate the results and preview them. As you can see, maximum utilization factor of our beam structure is on the level of 0.77. We can also preview results for all the elements separately. The next step would be to create contour plot for the same load condition. As you can see, highest utilization factor is on I-beams, horizontal ones between our brackets. Now let's try to optimize the structure. In order to do that, please go to Optimization, click Add. Here, user have to set up the rule for which optimization should be performed. In our case, it is beam rule. On top, we need to select load condition, check and utilization factor, and set up the limits. I would like to have my utilization factor between 0.8 and 0.99. Now we have to choose optimization variable. This will be cross-sectional area, and optimize by max or minimum value. Next step is to add all the properties which we would like to optimize. So let's choose IPE 270 section. Then we have possibility to set up orientation of new section and choose shapes from database which we want to consider in optimization. At the moment, our beam is made of IP 270, so let's choose IP 240, 20, 200, 180, and 160. Then we have to type in yield stress, strip of our sections, and Young modulus. Approved by OK. And then OK. Optimization rule is created. Now in order to calculate it, click on the rule and click press calculate. As you can see, check is already calculated. In order to preview the results, click on one rule, then show all the results. As you can see, all of the sections were calculated, and the only one which meets our criteria is IPE 240. Here we have also possibility to preview optimal results. And plot optimal results on the model. As you can see, maximum utilization factor is 0.88. We have also possibility to change the model directly from this window.